Alright, beginning again. Part 2 of Dark Souls. I think first thing we're going to do is get some items. I know there's crushable soul items over there, up at the stairs and such. But first things first, I decided to gain a level off screen. Level the fuck up a little. So I now have 12 vitality and 13 endurance. As well as my preferred levels in strength and dexterity for right now. And since we have homeward bones, this will be a little bit easier. With that being said, let's just randomly hit some hollows sulking on the ground. And is that one posing like a model? There, now it's a model for the Pancake Company. Also, quit bowing to your pot. I admire ceramics, but not those. I know just the cure for your headache. There we go. Also, 3 kills, 1 hit. Also, you get a 20% bonus in souls if you do overkill damage. Like, if you do a certain percentage over their max health in terms of damage, then you basically get bonus for that. On average, I know it's like 21 or 20% or so. And I know there's items that can kind of amp up the effect. I know one of them is like Symbol of Avarice or something. Not too familiar on the name because I don't really remember it. So there you go. Also, these transient curses, they're going to help us here. The only way you can deal with ghosts is by being cursed. You have to be cursed to deal with ghosts. A transient curse takes pretty much any negative effect away from being cursed for that. And this guy can really fuck my shit up if I am not careful. Anything in Dark Souls can do that. Alright, more transient curses. That's not a bad loot. And over here. More ghosts. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Also, firebomb demonstration right here. And the flattening effects of my Zweihander. Which means two-hander. See, I know German. Sauerkraut. Glockenspiel. Our demonstration of my next consumable. Homeward Bone. Can go back to the last bonfire I rested at by using it. And now to level the fuck up, I'm gonna go with another dexterity. And another vitality to play it safe. And let's get some crushables. Alrighty, with that being said, these guys here, more hollows. We're gonna be going down below after this. Also, there's gonna be a guy chucking firebombs from up above. Best to back up when you see explosion, right? Like right there. Also, battle axe is a pretty good weapon. These guys have a chance of dropping it. Firebombs are decent consumables for the beginning. That guy has a chance of dropping it. Basically, you can get some decent beginning drops from here. Stuff like a longsword if you didn't start with one, like I did, because I picked the warrior. Stuff like a short sword, like if you pick the hunter. Battle axe, like if you pick the bandit. Decent weapon drops. Unfortunately, no broadsword, though. Broadsword's a pretty good longsword substitute. at least in this game, was no humanity. I can get crushable humanity from killing those rats constantly. I could have done that off screen, but what would be the point? I can get plenty later. Also, this is usually the first place people go. There's a certain boundary I like to meet with this area before going sequence breaking, and it's mainly to play item grab and kill shit. That's just it. Also, nice try, jackass. Oh, you fucking motherfucker. Also, we're gonna be going down there later on. Plenty of reason to. It is so cathartic to flatten a hollow with a spy hunter. Also, you can trade that rubbish for something really useful later. Not gonna go into it, I'll address it when I get to it. Things in this game are gonna be done on a case-by-case basis. Kind of make up for the fact the first episode was info dump and mostly intro shit. Because this game is vague. Eat it, bitch. Make like Kingseeker Frampton eat shit. That's a reference that'll be relevant later. It is past this point that I stopped going through Undead Burg, because I got the items I wanted. It is by this point I go backtrack to the bonfire, so that way I'm at full health. Also, the screens that show location names, the little effect there, kind of reminds me of when you're introduced to locations in Symphony of the Night for the PlayStation. Marble gallery and such. Kind of neat. And right here is why we got this Firekeeper Soul. Reinforce our Estus, and a little note about the Estus. The more Firekeeper Souls you give it, the most being up to +7 overall, it can actually heal far more. So this is one game where the healing potion actually levels up in terms of how much you use it. How much you use items for it, too. Instead of different levels of potion. So that's nice. Back through here, and here's where the Master Key comes in handy. Can't open it through that side without it. Alright, first things first. What is better lightning defense? Yeah. Better weight, I guess, too. Probably worse physical defense. But I'm going to swap it out for the heater shield. I got that off screen from one of the skeletons, because I picked it up while going back to the bonfire while I was trying to gain another level. So that's kind of nice. Item drops are always nice. But sometimes the RNG makes you gripe. Because sometimes the random numbers don't generate what you want. And that's just frustrating. Especially if you're item grinding. Which I never do. I never see a point in it. I can find better items naturally. Scripted finds are better. Usually. Also, that there's a Drake. A little upper level for my liking. So I'm making a fucking break for it. to get to this elevator here, yo. I'm gonna switch back my beat up here shield. Swap back my armor and such. And there's a bonfire up here, so I can fully restore my health before fighting more. And go from there. Do I want to level anything right now? Yeah, probably not. I'll hold on to those souls. And here's a boss in moot clothing. Yeah, it's a Black Knight. They look kind of like the ones that were with Gwyn in the intro. These were burned by the kiln of the first flame, according to the lore. So the mythos explains why their armor is charred. Not to mention Black Knight weapons. They do 20% damage to demons. So like the Asylum Demon, for instance. On New Game Plus, one of his weaknesses is Black Knight weapons. Another boss called a Taurus Demon is like that. I've one-shot the Taurus Demon with a Black Knight sword. And there are times where I have indeed, and in fact, hit the Capra Demon pretty goddamn hard with a Black Knight sword. Which is probably my favorite weapon. Tied with the Claymore. Which I'll be getting, hopefully, tonight's session. Not this episode in particular, but recording sessions. Also, this guy's gonna really want a jockstrap. Seriously, with how much taller he is, the animation looks like an ass shove. Or if you parry him, it looks like he's getting hit in the dick. Like a full-on dick stab. Either way, his gooch is cooked. Fucker. I am not confident parrying him. I am just not, because this guy can hit for a bit. And one fucked up parry means half your health. So, fuck that. So I'm gonna take the cheesing way out of it. That's right. Yeah, you're not a bright one, are you? Between following Gwyn into his oven. Yeah, see, like that. Blocking for shit. So glad this shield can absorb 100% of a physical blow. And right up the ass. And he's dead. And we get the Grass Crush shield, which is one of my favorite shields. And we're going to take this off. Two-hand this. The stamina recovery is what sells it for me. Just entirely. Alright, back to full health. Also, I should use one of those. Yeah, I should use one of those crushable humanities. Ah, sorry about that. Accidentally hit something on my headset. Fuck me, right? Good lord. Ugh. The headset was a bigger threat than the Black Knight. Who fucking raw? What do you drop? Yes, I got a good drop. Twinkling Titanite and a Titanite chunk. Very good drop. Now, Titanite is good for reinforcing weapons and armor. There's a weapon I'm going to be reinforcing. Also, this is the set the Hunter starts with, in terms of armor. I don't bother with it. I got better shit. Or have, rather. Well, I've gotten better shit before that, so... Is past tense correct there? Bah, I'm overthinking it. Fucking technical shit. Still kind of irked by the headset thing. That's what I get for having a clumsy knee. Because fuck me, right? Fucking wonderful. Oh, you fucker. Eat it, bitch. The broccoli of doom shall not beget me today. Or night. Yes, this session is done during the night. Yes, I know I shouldn't do that. Time of day is irrelevant when it's going up on the internet. Fuck it. Yeah, I see you there. I see you trying to hit me. And I see your buddy over there. Right next to you. You really think I'm going to set him off while trying to kill you? Fuck no. Get over here, dude. Eat it, bitch. Also, the moss is medicinal. Can help with things like blood loss, like the skeletons can inflict. Or poison or toxic. Like the rats can inflict. The rat we saw in Firelink, for instance. That'll be really helpful in an area called Blight Town, where there's a second Bell of Awakening. And here's a hidden bonfire. Let's rest at it. I could level, but I want to save those souls. Because they're going to go to reinforcement materials for a certain weapon. Not this one. But a weapon that's actually pretty good. And more flexible moveset-wise. I prefer faster weapons to stronger and slower weapons. Like, as long as the attack rate is good, I can work with that weapon. And attack power is practically a non-factor for me almost. I would argue that rather. Also, I'm going to kill an Ent guy around here. Because I know he's going to follow me. Get over here, dude. But yeah, that being said, this 500 does have a good stagger effect. It can get through most shields, and it can get through a good chunk of other people's armor. It can flatten and shit. It's actually a pretty good weapon. Not one of my favorites, but it scrapes my top 5. It's not one of my very favorites. That still goes to the likes of the Black Knight Sword and the Claymore. And I'll show you why. Also, this guy right here, I can stagger him with enough 500 hits. Trying to get him a little bit away from there. Come on. Come on, buddy. I know you can do it. Come on. Alright, I'm out of that Tranquil Walk spell. So I can hit this guy pretty hard now. And dodge him pretty swiftly. Dude, cut that shit out. Think that bullshit's gonna work with me? Yeah, and I know you're hidden in the ground. Not stupid. Come on. Also, that can aggro a stone giant. So I'm just backing up to do that without setting him off. Now I can set him off separately. And over there is one of my very favorite armor sets. I'll switch to that when I have the equipment load for it. Because when it's fully reinforced, not only is it a medium armor set, but it also offers a pretty nice amount of poise. And when it's fully reinforced, which it can be a chore, it generally ends up having the best defense to weight ratio overall. So I'm cool with that. I end up pretty goddamn content. Dude, come on. And dead. First things first, we're going to chop down this tree. Play a lumberjack a little. I'll kill everything else in this area off screen. Meet you back here. Go from there, break the video, see you in a bit. One more for today.